Oh, hey, I think we're live.
Yeah, we're on.
Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the grounds with Giles, Jones, and Slagle. I'm back from a worldwide tour of nothing but my backyard.
That's it.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back. Hey, guys, it's been a while. Hope everyone's doing well. Things are going good. It's colder than you know what outside.
Yeah.
So I guess winter is officially here.
Yeah.
Right, but then it's going to be like 50 or something on Sunday.
Dude, I hope so. I woke up this morning and it was one of those days where I almost turned around and got right back into bed.
Yeah.
I stepped outside. I was like,
Because of the cold or tired?
yeah, well, both.
No, he wasn't wearing any underwear.
Yeah.
Well, that'll
He was
definitely make
naked.
that was because he was tired and cold.
Hey, there's Uncle Pete right there, of course. Put that right into your URL. Come in, be part of this show. We talk about anything from peanut butter to politics, but not politics.
Yeah, we don't like
And
that.
of course, we want to shout out to our good friends at JH Events and Flowers, $5 Friday. Hey, nothing says Christmas more than a bundle of fresh cut flowers, right? And of course, our good friends over at Natural Therapy Wellness Center. Nothing says I love you more than a couples massage, right? Over there at McHenryMassage.com.
I like where your head's going there.
Yeah. So
I can't. We'll lose without a Christmas massage. I mean,
Hey.
we get our significant other Christmas
can't.
massage. You at least got a day worth of,
yeah.
good
Don says great finds, a little chilly, 53 this morning.
Ooh, it's like the tundra down there for them.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know, what's funny is I never knew, not paying attention to how cold Texas actually got.
Yeah, no, it'll get cold. There's parts.
I know, but
East
for me,
Texas,
right?
yeah.
But you think, first thing you think of is Texas or Arizona, hot.
Right.
Except at night when that sun goes down and all those cold rocks just don't hold that heat anymore.
My favorite is when they get like half an inch of snow and they have to close down all government infrastructure because they don't have a plow system.
They do that out in freaking Galena, dude. They have any snow out there, everything shuts off. I'm like, what?
And they should be ready for it.
Well, no,
They should know.
I do get it though because of the hills. The hills are a lot bigger out here and they don't know. But
Yeah.
wow. Well,
Yeah.
good morning, Don. How are you, buddy? Hope things are going well. And I haven't been here in a couple weeks, so online or on air, I definitely want to say congratulations to Grandpa Kent
Hey,
over
thank
there,
you.
man.
Thank you, buddy.
Got himself
Yeah.
a beautiful bouncing grandson.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
Welcome to
Yeah.
the club. Not
Nice.
many people in our circle yet can say they're in that club, which is great.
Well, no, yeah, I mean, Steve.
We're
he's
special.
10. See, Steve, if Steve was a grandpa,
I mean, now that,
I'd like, write a book, bro.
I'd be like, man, I'm old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're
You
going to
want
get a
any
whole
more
quarter
wordings?
inch of snow. The entire place is bracing for the winter blizzard storm with a quarter inch down.
Yeah.
Everything will shut down. That's it. That's it. Good stuff. What's
Stock
on
up
your guys'
chickens, huh?
mind? What's been going on? You guys flying drones out on the East Coast? What's happening?
Uh-oh, something I should pay attention to the news with flying drones on the East Coast.
Morning,
I have-
cappuccino.
I have not even looked at the TV in probably 2 weeks, man. I've been just on a mission, doing a lot of classes myself, and just hanging out with the grandbabies, just trying to enjoy this season, the season,
Yeah.
the reason for the season or the season with the reason, whatever they say it is.
Yeah. Spending
But-
time with the family.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. We actually took the entire family, first time ever, went out to our place for an after Thanksgiving. Went out there and deep fried a turkey and hung
Nice.
out and just goofed off. It was kind of nice. It was two fast days,
Okay.
but it was really good. I'm really super lucky, super blessed that we're able to do that. And, this time of year, which kind of brings that to everybody, being thankful, Thanksgiving is, obviously being thankful.
Yeah.
But it's really this time of year is where everyone starts to, think about that stuff. For me, it's I don't want to say sad, but it sucks that at this time of year is when you really start to think about how lucky and how blessed you are. But the rest of the year, it's just kind of like everything runs by, right?
And I think we talked about that before. That's actually one of my first shows I joined you guys.
Yeah.
Where we were talking about how we put that time aside for that one day a year to decide to be grateful for the things in our lives instead of every morning when you wake up to set your mindset for the day.
Right.
Just that one day a year, it's like, oh man, I really do have it good.
You're right. I mean, no matter what. I mean, wow. But yeah, you wake up every day, and it's every day you should be giving thanks. But yeah, I'm just really happy, man. I'm so happy that you guys are part of my life, and that things are going good. This whole political headache is behind us, which is good.
We don't talk about that.
We're not talking about. I'm saying it's all good though. So I'm happy every day waking up.
Obviously, we know who he voted for.
What gave that away?
Oh Lord,
I didn't vote.
Yeah.
Why would I vote? Why would I vote? Ain't worth it.
No, we've been through that show too.
Yeah, I know, right? I know. Oh God.
I wish Drew was here to hear you say that.
What, that I didn't vote?
Yeah.
No, dude. When people say that to me, I look at them and go, "Then don't even complain to me one bit." And then I'm done. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Yeah, that's good. Great stuff happening all around. I mean, what a good time of year. I mean, you guys got your Christmas shopping done?
No, I'm going on Monday.
Did I just blow
You're
the
going
camera?
on Monday.
Yeah.
Did I just blow the mic up on the thing laughing so hard?
Yeah, I'm going out. I'm going to do my stocking stuffers on Saturday, and then Monday I got to drive out. And
Where do you go?
So I can't say it in case Matt is listening, because he knows I got to drive out far to go get his present this year.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Okay.
special. I like that.
Well, because everybody else canceled Christmas this year. Obviously a lot of stuff going on with the family. And Sam and I decided not to spend any more money. So I'm not buying gifts for anybody.
Good for you.
We're going to do stocking stuffers. And then I got Matt. And Matt and I always do gifts. But aside from that, we're just going to do breakfast and dinner as a family.
Well, that's awesome. See, and that's obviously this time of year is family. And one thing that other than the grandbabies, we've transitioned over to really no presents per se, like buying something to, you don't know if they really want or not, at a gift card. To me, very impersonal. It's not what it's all about, So a number of years ago, we started actually giving, experiences.
Yep.
Right. Which I feel is just so much more fun and so much more memorable. Right. I mean, you get that toy. Don't get me wrong. Remember we got the Evil Knievel Sky Cycle way back
what you
then.
need to do is pull that microphone closer to your mouth. You're fading in and out.
It's because I move around so much. I'm such a psycho.
We started doing experiences a little while ago, and then we switched to the rule of, because then people would not tell us what experience they wanted. So then it's like they're just buying them a gift card to go buy themselves an experience. And eventually I was just like, this, we don't have to do this. Like, we could just skip that whole part of the day.
Yeah.
And not have to stress about the spending limits and
right. That's
and
one thing
that.
I wish the whole season didn't have, because it does add so much stress to people when it shouldn't be a stressful season, right? I mean, what am I going to get you? If you know I'm good enough, it shouldn't be be stressful, right? Unfortunately, it is, because you're all worried about what you're gonna get them, if they're gonna like it, if it's whatever right size or what have you. And for me, that just got so taxing. So I don't even actually shop anymore. I haven't done. Thank God for my wife. She does a good job with it, except shopping for her. That's a tough one. But I don't know. I enjoy giving the experiences so much more because it lasts.
For our family, so when we go to our big party on Christmas Eve, like, I don't know if you guys have like a big get together that you do, but that's the only time I'll buy presents. I get really excited because that's when I get to see my little nieces and nephews,
right?
Around the 5-6 years old range, and I love buying them toys that are just gonna piss off their parents.
I bought my supposed to do.
That's what you're supposed to do.
So my little nephew Damien, right? This kid had hair down to here like Meatloaf, right?
Yeah.
At 4 years old, that kid would do anything for love. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I bought
bada boom.
Yeah, right.
I love this kid, right? And I got him a little drum set just because I was like, that's amazing. And the look in his parents' eyes as they glared at me across the room, and I'm
Merry
like,
Christmas.
oh yeah. No drum pads either. Like, that's on you.
That's right.
So next time you piss me off, think about it, because the more you piss me off, the crazier toys I'm going to get the kid.
Right.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
I'm going to screen all my kids' presents ahead of time. I'm not letting my kid open presents from nobody in the family. I'm going to
Take them in the back room, slide them open.
What'd you get the kid? If this is something I got to deal with for the next 3 years of my life,
Oh yeah,
I'm not
payback's a bitch, man.
You take it back.
Payback's a bitch. Yeah. No. We now that it's different, right? When your kids are adults, right? And it ends up to us being more about time, right? I mean, we'll get now. The cool thing is, with Jack showing up, I mean, he doesn't understand anything right now. He's a couple weeks old, right? But next year when he's just over 1, then it's going to be like, that's when the joy and the magic of Christmas, starts happening.
Yeah, when they start understanding it.
Yeah.
Or you can actually buy them something that they'll use,
Heather,
and enjoy.
Heather says, "Yeah, got it. Drums for your kids, Steve."
Yeah, duly noted.
Yeah, but you know what? Probably, now they've got the electric drums, so you can just unplug them.
Yeah, no, I think it's great if my mom wants to buy my kid a drum set. That's awesome.
Be right over. At
Plenty of
Grandma's
space
house.
at her house for
Right
it.
over. At
Yeah,
Grandma's
right.
house.
Yep. It'll be
Right
be
there.
there anytime she wants to babysit. That'll be
That's
amazing.
right.
She
That's
could deal with that.
Yeah. No, that's a lot of it for us now is like, we always go to Gurney Mall. Back and we've been going when Gurney Mall was a cool mall of cool stores. Now
Is it not anymore?
Oh my! Have you been there lately?
No.
Oh my God, go! It's
No.
like Nina's nail shop, and
Yeah, it's a lot of little half-ass stores.
it's, all the things that used to be the kiosks in the middle
Yeah.
now are
Yeah,
storefronts.
the cell phone
Yeah.
case store.
Right.
An entire store instead of 20 of them.
25,000 square
The
feet.
evolution of the retail
Yeah.
store is so
I mean,
amazing.
you still got some good stores out there. You do, don't you? Got Nike, you got Adidas. There's some nice stores out there.
Yeah.
right?
The Wrangler outlet where
Oh,
I
the
tend to
Wrangler
shop.
outlet.
Now,
Yeah,
that
that's
place
a
used
good
to be
place.
magical though. Like I remember being a kid and going in there for the first time and seeing the signs that told you how long it was going to take you to walk to a
Yes,
certain
remember
part
that?
of the mall.
Yeah.
Did they have time signs? I don't
Yeah,
remember
no,
that. I remember when it opened, but
And like as a kid, when you look up and you're like, it's going to take us 2 hours to walk to the other end of this mall, and people you're with are like, yeah.
There's 2 food courts in that,
Right.
maybe. Oh, yeah.
You're like, oh, we'll get there around mid-afternoon, and then you're as a kid, you're just like, I don't want to be here that long. This
Right.
is miserable. Like,
yeah. Don says Scott probably owns half the stores in Gurney Mills. No,
that's a good one.
none of those toy stores.
Yeah, none of
No.
those stores coming to a store near you.
Yeah. But that's now you have to go, because if you used to go and it was magical, right? I mean, and it was a big thing of Santa, and man, it was incredible, and you had Macy's, and and now you go. We go out there because we've done it for years and years and years, right? So not this Saturday, maybe next Saturday we'll do it because this Saturday Lucy's got a basketball tournament. But we'll go out there. You get Aunt Annie's pretzel still, you get the boba tea now is out there.
okay.
But we go to the Bass Pro Shop, go to Wrangler, we go to Adidas, Nike.
Yeah.
We
That
go.
Bass
day of
Pro
it.
Shop is awesome.
Oh, it's
as long
great.
as that Bass Pro Shop is still there, I'm okay.
That's the
it
savior
is.
of that
It's
mall, I think.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what. I always thought it was funny. So when I lived in Lindenhurst, I would go to Gurney Mills just for the food court
Yeah.
because they had an Italian pizza kitchen, right? Which is
Oh.
like the fancy Sparrow.
Yeah.
So they don't call it Sparrow, but you look at the food and you're like, this is a Sparrow, but it says Italian.
Italian.
Pizza kitchen
That's
in fancy
right.
letters.
Had to
Their
rebrand.
food was awesome. It was
Yeah.
so good. It was,
Right.
Their little calzones, they were so greasy and horrible, and you'd just be like, this is the best thing I've ever eaten in my life.
That was
The hangover
before,
helper?
That was before a cell phone, so you didn't have grease all over your cell phone.
Yeah, right.
This is great.
No, you know what? I think at the last time I went to an Italian pizza kitchen there, I got grease all over my Razor flip phone.
Razor flip boy. That's dating yourself right there.
Yeah. That's we still go, right? And instead of you walk through a little bit faster now because there's just not as many cool stores. I mean, the ladies will always go run into Victoria's Secret, and I gotta sit outside like a creepy old man.
Do you know Victoria's Secret?
Yeah, I do. She was a bleeder.
No, me and my
She's a man from Ohio.
No, that's what it was.
What?
Victoria, Queen Victoria, what her secret was.
Oh,
Yeah, she's a hemophiliac.
But I mean the real
Yeah.
Victoria's Secret.
No, that
For the
is.
store. The guy that owns Victoria's Secret is a creepy old dude out of Ohio.
But that's the owner. But
Right.
if you wanted to know Victoria's Secret,
Uh-huh.
that's what it is.
So they give him pretty bras and panties.
Well, yeah, because she wanted to distract people from understanding that she's a hemophiliac.
Distraction, good. It's like being a magician.
Yeah.
Watch this while I do something else.
my
Scott's so let's pull this out of let's just unpack this for a minute.
Oh, no.
Hold on.
The dildo king of McHenry says he's a creepy old man. So we're on the creep meter.
It's from the song. From the song. You've heard the song.
Right.
I know
Victoria's Secret is a song.
I don't know that.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
That's the whole thing.
It's an old man living in Ohio.
Oh, I thought
making money off of girls like me. You never heard that song?
Never.
Dude, it's all about the body dysmorphia, right?
Is dysmorphia.
I know.
That's what. So literally, the guy that owns it is a creepy old dude from Ohio, and this girl who just came onto the scene. It's got to be a couple years now. I can't think of her name. Awesome, and her song is about Victoria's Secret. You'll have to listen. We'll listen to it after the thing.
But we have to. But
the dildo king.
If I haven't heard it yet, I don't know if I need to hear it.
I don't know if I call myself the dildo king, but am I old? Wait, let me break this down for you. Older man, yes. Creepy. Jury's out on that one. But do I own an adult store? Yes, I do. But that's not who I am. That's what I do.
I know.
But I am.
Well, and then
different.
Where do we draw the line at creepiness?
It's like Abe Froman, the sausage king.
The sausage king.
Well, yeah, there's a certain level of classiness. Like Hugh Hefner, nobody was calling him a creeper.
No.
There were people.
Well, no, he was the king,
but
right?
But that was classy. It's like if you have your own waterfall in your backyard, it's okay.
Yeah, if you got a mansion of girls
right
naked,
as long as you have a grotto, you're allowed to have more than one wife. I think that's the rule.
And it's okay to walk around in a silk smoking jacket.
First of all, it was never not okay. It was always encouraged.
Yeah, because he didn't want him walking around without it.
But here's the thing. I mean, isn't Diddy the modern day Hugh?
He just doesn't admit it.
I mean, there are some weird ass things,
King of D in the Midwest.
Yeah, the King of D.
He didn't specify. He just said King of D.
No, that's what Scott aspires to be. Right now, he's just the King of D in McHenry.
That's what it says right there.
The King of D.
Aspire.
I'm
aspiring to be something. I'm not sure what, but I'm aspiring to be something.
Hey,
I could be the DK, and that doesn't mean Drift King.
That's right. Hey, that's right on
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong.
Right on his headstone. That's
I'm gonna get that tattoo.
Here lies the King Dildo.
Here lies DK. You just tell us what you think it means.
That is going to be. I want to see the shape of that headstone.
That's not the Washington Monument.
All right, maybe it's not. Maybe
is that a rocket ship? What?
And it lost its thruster. Where's the rocket thruster?
Are those clouds coming out of the bottom?
Oh, I love you guys, but I hate you so much.
Oh, so it's a song. See, so that's now that I'm a grandpa, I'm way out of the loop. But that's a song you guys were referring to. I've never heard. So
yes,
I thought it was a real old man that lives in Ohio.
No, it's literally a song about making money, about how he makes money off of women with body issues.
He saw the fact that women, he saw the fact that women have a lot of body issues for what obvious reasons because of just society and stuff. And from a businessman standpoint, brilliant motherfucker. He capitalized. He capitalized right on an issue in the world.
Yeah. And what's
he
funny?
Didn't make it.
So I understand what the song is about, and I understand they do the Victoria's Secret fashion show and all of that, right? Where they parade the women out there. But when I was all the money I've spent on Victoria's Secret has been on sweatpants. Nothing sexy. The sweatpants that say
they
pink.
Sell sweatpants at Victoria's Secret?
The ones that say pink on the ass or pink down the leg.
That's Victoria's Secret?
Those were $80 a pair for sweatpants. And this is 2015
for gray
I'm paying $80 a pair for girls' sweatpants because they say pink on
Why
the side.
Why were you wearing girls' sweatpants?
That's genius.
Right?
I'm not wearing them. I'm buying them for people. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I didn't wear them at some point.
Well, let me tell you, hold on. Let me tell you this. If I'm going to Victoria's Secret,
I prefer the ones that say juicy across the ass,
Yeah. But if I go to Victoria's Secret to buy some, I'm not buying sweatpants. I'm buying the smallest set of bra and panties I can find. Isn't that the reason you go to that store? It's sexy outfits, not.
Yeah, but I wanted to watch her actually wear my gift. So I got her sweatpants.
I don't want to watch her wear it. I want to see her put it on and then it disappears really quick. I'm good with that.
Yeah,
it's floor art.
I mean, it's a I mean, it's a whole experience there, and when you got a house full of women, as I do, I mean, there's fittings, there's measuring. I mean, it's not going and getting cross your heart off the Walmart, rack.
So Playtex Simplex.
Peanut butter, not politics. I just finished making my third batch of peanut butter fudge in preparation for Christmas.
Oh, I love you. I'm coming over today.
All right.
I'll have to grab a couple pieces for you guys.
Don't worry.
He only makes it once a year, and it's like a freaking brawl to see who gets what they get.
Don't worry. Scott said he'll bring us a to-go plate once you pack that up for us.
That's right. Thanks, Bob.
Just don't tell my brother Stuart, man. He's a crafty little son of a bitch. He's always trying to hide everything.
Yeah.
Is that so that's the other thing, right? Is this is the season of glutton, right? I mean, everything, all these sweets, everything. You guys fall into that too. I mean, oh look, more Christmas cookies. Oh look, candy. Oh, here's another thing. Let's talk about this instead of peanut butter. Let's talk peanut brittle. Why does peanut brittle only show up around Christmas?
Because it's horrible.
Because they couldn't sell it. They couldn't sell it. That's exactly it.
Why does candy corn only appear at Halloween time? Because it's made out of fucking wax and it's a holiday themed snack. That's why.
It takes it that long to get to where it's safe for you. That's a good question on the peanut brittle.
Right? I mean,
well, oh God.
But I will say, big fan of this year.
Oh, I don't know why that's so funny. I must be weird.
Though, right? I mean, think about it.
It is. I mean, and that's the thing for me. You asked about the gluttony. It's like, at the stores, the vendors send in all this shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, they look at it and they're like, here, they save it. Here, Scott, this came from a vendor. I'm like, I don't want to see that stuff. I'm like, that's for you guys. You guys, that's yours, not mine.
Yeah.
I want nothing to do with it because, like everybody else, you go, it's like, oh, just one piece. Well, maybe I'll have another, and it just doesn't end well.
My father-in-law will go crazy purchasing Reese's peanut butter Christmas trees because they taste better than Reese's peanut butter.
That's
cups.
true. They stuff them fuller.
The pumpkins fuller.
The pumpkins too.
That was quick.
I was gonna say,
quick.
Hey, don't mess with my Reese's.
What about the Easter eggs?
No, see, the Easter eggs are fine, but they don't have the ridges, which is nice for the texture.
Yeah,
it's rounded. It's like, all right, this honestly, it feels a bit much. Yeah.
Whoa, I'm dying over here.
I just like the Cadbury eggs. There's a special secret inside that just freaking sends you right to a sleep coma.
Yeah, right? That is. So that my wife is the same way. I mean, she'll buy grocery carts full of the peanut butter Christmas trees. And
really?
then she'll hide them, and she'll, it'll be June 13th, and she'll be like eating like, where'd you get? Oh,
I got some upstairs.
I just buy huge amounts of all my stocking stuff, and then I hide that in my room. So like, I take a couple out, throw them into each stocking, of each piece of candy.
Well, now they know where you hide
throw them in the back. Well, yes, and then I take my stash, and all year long I'm like, oh, I get a little bit of stocking stuffers here, and I'm unwrapping Christmas candy.
Yeah,
the whole time. Yeah.
What's your go-to Christmas candy?
Toblerones.
What?
Toblerone.
Oh, those little
chocolate triangles.
Chocolate
the chocolate triangles.
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah.
Toblerones is something I only buy at Christmas time. And then my dad's favorite were the Fannie Mae's, the Trinidad's.
The Trinidad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I used to go to Fannie Mae every year and get just a big box and tell them like, fill it only with the Trinidad's, nothing else.
That's what I need. Trinidad's. What's your go-to?
Oh, for me, I mean, it's my dad's and mom. So my dad makes the killer fudge. And then my mom makes caramels.
Yeah.
Homemade caramels, which is also just, a sugar coma once a year. I'm not much of a sweets guy. I mean, I do have them, but I don't have a lot of control. And also it's just, for me, I've just kind of gone away from, but when it comes to Christmas time, I will definitely indulge in that stuff. But the Toblerones, I mean, that's some good shit. But my stuff, actually, like I was saying, my brother and all of us, we try to steal and take as much as we can where someone doesn't do it. I was digging through my freezer. So Zachary, if you're listening, you'll understand why. I was going through the freezer to get some dinner the other day, and he had some from last Christmas, 3 caramels still in the very bottom of the freezer. I'm like, thank you very much.
Well, Bob says that next comes Grandma's caramels.
Yep. I love it.
Scott gave me some of those on Man Camp, and I sat still for very many hours.
But those are good ones.
That's it.
Those are really good ones.
Happy Pizza Friday. Eric Bam, how are you, brother? Thought for the day? when traveling, always pack 1 extra day's worth of underwear. Always.
Oh, yeah.
That is without a doubt.
And I feel like we would be remiss if we didn't mention also a pair of sparkly pants.
Bedazzled.
Yeah, it's got to be bedazzled pants as well.
That's it. You got to get an extra bedazzled pant in there.
Right, because I mean, a fresh pair of underwear, that's common sense, right? But the life hack is the bedazzled pants.
All right, so let's ask this question. So, like, since we're going down this, so like when you're packing, do you go like, all right, so it's Friday, so I'm going Saturday, Sunday? Are you laying them out that way, like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or you just count, grab, and say?
Right. If I've got four days,
Yeah.
I'll take five pairs of pants, 5
britches,
underwear,
5 britches.
5 socks, and
So
more shirts because I'm like a girl in that respect. I can just never decide what I want to
Yeah.
wear. I'm such a fashionista.
I thought you were lactating.
Wait, my man boobs might be, but
no matter where I'm going, I always pack the same amount.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if you're going for a week, you got 7 and done.
Yeah, I open.
You're
my
not
backpack,
making a mistake.
I zip my backpack open. I reach into the sock drawer, grab a
handful,
toss it. Reach into the underwear drawer, grab a handful. Reach into my rolled T-shirt drawer, grab a handful.
You roll your T-shirts?
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You fit a ton more in the drawer there, and then
Yep.
you can see what each of them is.
Correct.
I
agree.
Unfolding like 10 of them to find the one I want.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
I thought I was the only guy who did
No,
that.
I'm
Nice.
rolled T-shirt.
Yeah.
you
But yeah,
guys
so you
got
throw-
the synergy.
You throw a couple rolled T-shirts in there,
Yeah.
and then a pair of jeans, and aside from the ones you're wearing, and then I'm packed. That's good for a week. I could go 3 weeks just with a
I'll
load
always
of
throw
laundry.
in, because I'm the guy who always gets something on my pants. I always throw in an extra pair of pants too.
See, mine's the shirt. That's why I throw extra shirts.
Yeah.
I could wear the same pair of jeans, a couple days in a row, depending on what I'm doing.
You should have seen when we were packing to go overseas. Or we're gone for a full month. We've got to pack and we don't want to take up too much space.
Yeah.
And then of course there's all the stuff we're buying there, wanting to bring home.
Yeah.
So I packed my suit and all of the clothes I had for the one day separately, and then I mailed all that home, so I didn't have to deal with it anymore.
Nice.
So my suit, Sam's wedding dress, like the wedding shoes, all the wedding clothes, we packed that into a bag and then
UPS
shipped it
at
home
home.
from the hotel.
Yeah.
That way we didn't have to bring it with us. And then
Brilliant.
I fit a lot more liquor in my suitcase on the way home.
Liquor,
A lot more
rubber,
liquor.
scratcher,
Yeah,
whatever.
whatever works for you.
Yeah, that was a good
No
time.
judgment.
Yeah, no judgment here.
No judgment
Right.
here.
No, my suitcase was 55 pounds worth of Guinness and scotch by the time I got on the airplane.
Yeah.
All in 3 ounces.
Yeah, with all of my dirty,
isn't it 3.5 ounces?
Could be now. Yeah.
with all of my dirty T-shirts wrapped.
Oh yeah, so they
wrapped
don't
around
clank.
them all. Well, no, so,
It want nothing to do with
so
that.
that's only for carry-on. So I checked it. So I had full bottles of scotch in there, and I'm thinking to myself, if they're too rough with my bag, they're going to explode all these cans of Guinness. Because I got rare Guinness that you can only get in Ireland.
Right, right.
I got bottles of scotch that I bottled myself. Stuff that I really don't want it to break. But you can't ship things. You can't ship alcohol home from Ireland.
Yeah,
which is weird. So
they want to keep it there so they can drink it.
yeah. So I just stuffed my suitcase full, and then when we got to Italy will let you ship alcohol home. So then I didn't have to worry about that.
That's awesome.
I was able to buy 30 bottles of wine and have them ship it to the house.
Yeah,
I was like, that's cool.
Well, you guys have your tradition of going to the mall.
Yeah.
That's your thing. Is that Christmas Day, Christmas Eve?
No. We'll go a week or so before Christmas, right? So like not this weekend, but maybe next weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing for me about Christmas that I like is traditions for me, and I think as well is I always enjoy. For me, it's the fact I hate that it's gone the direction it's gone. Right, like you gotta buy. Everyone gets so stressed out about Christmas. It's like, why are you stressed out? It's supposed to be happy.
Drew, if you're still listening, is this computer going to blow up?
No, it sounds like it from here. I can hear it
Is that
from
the computer?
I'm like, what is happening right now?
Yeah, no.
Oh my gosh!
Looks like it's about to drop a bomb and then fly off.
Yeah.
But no, so something I really enjoyed about this year and last year as I was going through my daily life is watching the lack of consumerism compared to when I was a kid. When I was a kid, people you would see in the news on Black Friday, people were dying, being trampled to death at Walmart.
Right.
Oh, remember that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Got to get the Tickle Me Elmo.
Right.
Yeah.
And I work
We sell that
retail.
at the store too, but it's not Tickle Me Elmo.
That's it.
Yeah. No, I worked retail when I was in college.
Yeah.
And I sat there at a place. One year I was at Menards, and I'm like in my head, I'm like, why would people come into Menards on Black Friday? What's the point? And then I was there at 5 a.m. as the people lined up all the way down Route 14.
Yeah.
Like I mean, 1,000 people deep, bursting through the doors at 5 a.m. And I was just like, this is
had to get that hand saw. Yeah.
No, then you watch. I watched last year. I watched the videos. People were like, "Where is everybody?" Like, this is like, and then
because there's no such thing as Black Friday anymore. It's Black December,
right? No,
you know what I mean.
It's all the online deals and everything. But like again, the consumerism. The consumerism was completely gone this year. Like, everybody I talked to that worked retail in town was like, it was like a normal shift. Like, we weren't even that busy.
Yeah.
And I laugh because then you get huge corporations like Walmart putting out public statements being like, we really depend on the holiday season for like the sales and stuff. So you're a multi-billion-dollar company.
You don't depend on that.
You're tugging at my fucking heartstrings here.
You depend on me going through the self-checkout so you can keep your overhead where it's at.
Right.
Eric says, I found a lost stash of candy from Halloween yesterday. Is it the only time we eat Crackle and Mr. Goodbar? There's another one,
Crackle,
right?
Mr. Goodbar.
I love a good crackle.
Oh, yeah.
Crackle me.
So a lot of times what Alice and I would do when the kids were younger and like Spencer was in Boy Scouts and whatnot is we would, with 4 kids, you would have truckloads of candy, and there was always stuff you'd never eat. So when it was parade time, we would just we would send out the old Halloween candy that are 6, 8, 10 months old that we hadn't got, pixie sticks or whatever. And and I'm like, throw it just, in the parade, just throw
You guys would be on the sideline throwing it into the parade
sometimes. And Spencer, if he was walking,
we don't like this stuff. Back.
If you see somebody throwing, you just slide it across the streets.
Somebody else's problem now.
That's a good tradition.
People are looking at it going, Mr. Goodbar, it just only comes out at Halloween.
Yeah, right. Wait, that's a full size. Who got that? Which float's throwing that
full
shit
size?
out?
They were always
they ruined that Black Friday. I thought it was a marketing genius when it first came out. Because it was a really marketing genius because it just got everyone so ready for that day, right? To spend all this money, right? They'd go nuts. But now, to me, I watch it and it's just like you said. There's nobody really even there. A lot of the retailers I saw, it's because they're just turning it into a regular, month-long sale, basically.
Well, it's
nothing super special.
Now most people get their stuff from Walmart because they don't want to go into Walmart online.
Right.
They do Walmart online and they have it delivered, or I can just zip over, pick it up, and get the hell out.
Well,
right?
this is why I think Best Buy is going out of business, is because places like that, you go in, you pick something off the shelf, and you take it up to the counter, and they're like, "Cool, what's your address?" And you're like, "Why?" They're like, "Oh, we don't have this in stock.
Yeah.
We're going to ship it to you." And it's like, that's going to be 2 weeks. Like, Amazon exists, right? Like,
right.
You think I need your help buying something online, like
exactly.
in a physical location? Like, this is wild to me.
Exactly.
Like, I could have this by tomorrow. You're telling me Best Buy could ship it to this Best Buy location in the next 2 weeks, and I come pick it up, or I could go on Amazon, buy it. It'll be here tomorrow. That's crazy.
Yeah, that whole Amazon thing has turned us into an instant gratification society. People can't, you think about it. I got to wait a day. What?
Yeah,
I can't get it right now.
Yeah,
to me, I love the premise because the fact that you can get some of these things, but it's just the whole in the big end of it, it's not such a good thing. Everyone's instant gratification and just lowest price, quickest delivery. It's like, for me, like part of buying things and getting stuff for myself is the anticipation, right? Like coming, not just like, oh, it'll be here. And, if you order it early in the day, you might have it the same day. Yep. For me, when I buy something for myself or even for other people, it's anticipation of when it comes in, right? Like, oh, here it is. Check it out. Go take it, hide it, wrap it, whatever you're doing with it, or if it's for yourself. But now it's just kind of like, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll take it.
Well,
there's nothing involved. There's not a lot of effort anymore to do things.
Bam. Shit. Had a rhinestone fall off my pants. Got to run. Y'all be kind today and eat a piece of pizza. Love you, Eric. Thanks for popping in, brother.
It's a small tube of crazy glue.
I was just going to say a little bit of crazy glue.
Works good. Got your glue gun there. Pop that out.
Pro tip: take the pants off before you hot glue them.
If that's from personal experience.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Why is my leg so hot?
We don't need
Well,
a
he
repeat of the incident of 2016.
Yeah, that's right. Don't do it in the car for crying out loud.
Yeah.
So I think here's what I love dealing with people, is people are like, oh man, we're so broke. Yet Amazon shows up at their house 5 times a week.
And they're driving a nice new
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And hot glued my nuts.
Are those peanuts or
Merry Christmas, Clark. And Heather says, yeah, I got 3 things arriving today from Amazon.
Yeah.
It's so the idea was and you remember, right, is like and when it was crazy was when those doggone flat screen TVs came out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, plasma. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was
And you could get a 65-inch flat screen, for $800.
Yeah.
Now it's like, well, you can get an 81-inch any time of the year for $250.
Yeah.
And it's a smart one. So whatever that means. But and then there was always a certain toy, but now businesses had to go, well, if we don't create something unique or fun every quarter, we're missing out because people are just buying shit. Look, here's what we need to do is we'll call it the grounds, instead of Temu. Buy a bunch of too small Japanese or Chinese shit containers and create a website.
Yep.
And sell it for 8 times what it costs, and nobody's gonna be like, wait,
What's up, buddy?
Hey, look who's just walking in.
Cappuccino. There's my Christmas present.
Yeah,
They say that all that stuff happens at the end of the movie anyway.
That's what they say.
and there's just so much all the time.
What's up, bro?
Now, right? And the big reason that we go, that I go, I shouldn't say we. Because my wife and daughters love shopping, but I can speak for Spencer and I. We go just to watch people.
Yeah,
that's the most
just
fun.
to watch people because there's so much. Hey, Drew classing up the joint. Yeah. Well, Don, good knowing you. We blocked him.
Thanks,
now.
I love you too, man.
Don's the smartest guy that we got.
As far as we know.
I'm telling you.
As far as we know.
He has it down pat.
He's got it down pat.
The thing for me that and because I'm older now, but I feel like
Yes, you are.
Yes, I'm very old. Thank you very much. That's why
Yes, you are.
You can't see the gray. But like when you were growing up, and I don't know, we've never really talked about, but for me as a kid, man, it was magical, right? Like Christmas is coming up, and it was an event.
Well,
it was a process.
So you and your brother would lay on the living room floor and go through either
Circle
the
Sears
catalog or the J.C. Penney catalog.
Yep.
And that was shopping online.
That's right.
That was.
You know what I mean?
Catalog was crazy back in the day.
Oh yeah,
Circling things. Yeah.
We're taking your time through the bra section.
Exactly. Hey, mom, dad, I never did that. Just so you know.
Yeah, look at the store.
And if you believe that, I got some other stuff to tell you.
Look at the
too,
store
guys.
he owns now.
Like I'm in love with the woman on page 7.
That's what drove me. Well, I always said when I was a kid I wanted to be a porn star. I got close. Now I own a porn store, so I just changed one syllable. And
Hey, look at that! A syllable. A syllable
Close.
has changed.
Yeah, you got to put the wrong emphasis.
But to your point, that was that thing came. It was 7 inches.
Oh yeah,
thick.
yeah. You're just waiting for that shit, right?
You never really went through the refrigerator parts. You didn't understand that because they were never in the J.C. Penney store.
Right.
But then you'd go into the store and you'd look for that. And you're like, where is that?
I'm sure we probably drove my parents crazy because for me, I'm sure it was just like whole page, circle the whole page, next page, circle the whole page. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, if I get something, I'm happy.
In the 1800s, you could buy a house out of that Sears catalog.
Yes.
You could buy a whole house and have
Ship
them
it on a train.
You literally
Actually,
you mail in and
my
you write
house on
in that you
Mason
wanted it,
Hill.
and ship it
Yeah.
by
They
train.
ship it out.
The house on Mason Hill was actually shipped in by a train.
My house in Wonder Lake was a Montgomery Ward's.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some of the best built houses out there. People make fun of them. It's a pre-built. It's like, it's great. It's built in a factory where controlled environment. People aren't drunk. They got jigs. It's built.
They weren't rushing through it.
People the same way.
Bob's like, I remember the Christmas Santa brought Camaro car bumpers to our house.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So my mom and dad were very inventive.
They did.
that was a nice thing. My mom and dad were very inventive with that stuff, and I've tried to pick up on that. Like what he's talking about is we were building a '68 Camaro back then. My dad and mom got a car, so to try to keep us kids together, doing something moving forward. And my dad was still is the big jokester, prankster, and we get all these presents, right? And half of them were presents from my mom, but they're in our names like bras or shirts and just shoes to mess with us. But the one year when we started doing this car, they were giving us parts. It's like, oh, look at it. I'm thinking I'm getting freaking skis or something. You know what I mean?
A bumper.
Right,
It's a bumper. You open up, it's kind of like car in the garage. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That to me is awesome. That's a use. That's not an experience, but it's making an experience because you're building something.
Yeah.
Right. I was talking about. I don't know if you're listening about Christmas. To me is more about experiences, not presents. Which
it's nostalgia.
I like presents.
It's the time that you remember that was magical.
Right.
Not that it is not magical. The magic has changed because you're living it through your grandkids, or you're living it through your nieces and nephews, or whatever, your children.
Right.
But like I remember it being cold outside, and then Christmas morning, my brother and I getting up, going out, playing in the snow, coming back in the house. The house is just warm and smells like
awesome.
Food.
Yeah.
And
and cigarettes.
Bing
It was-
yeah. Well, you didn't smell cigarettes back then because everybody did it.
Yeah,
Now it's a different world.
Yeah, Bing Crosby was on the record.
Bing
player.
Crosby's kicking down. In my house was a little Dean and Sam.
Roasting.
Little Sinatra.
Yeah.
Yeah,
little
we watched the
Martin.
VHS tape for the Tony Bennett Christmas special
Ah.
every year. It's just him and his family opening presents, and then him and his daughter were walking through the fake set, singing "Walking in a Winter Wonderland." We would watch that every single year.
And there's shadows because the lighting was so bad.
Yeah.
You're like, how did you not know that was in a studio?
Well, he
We
was
chose not to let that sink into our brains. Let's keep it magical.
Well, in the
and
90s,
mystery.
he was already so old too. Tony Bennett. So when he made that video, he was already a really old man. And,
Crazy.
And we still watch that.
I saw it was somebody matching what it was like back in the day to what it is today. And we got it in television.
Oh, remember in television?
Oh yeah, that was like
we got
the
it
game
in
system
television.
of the day back
So
then.
and the games for it and everything else. And we were like, yeah, we ripped the present, we're excited, we threw it up. And they showed what it's like today, and the kid opens up and whatever it is, the new PlayStation, and he's like, yeah, that's the wrong color.
Yeah, exactly right. Like you just got a $700 game.
Right.
It's the wrong color.
Right.
Just get it wrapped.
God, when he was Santa got it wrong. It's like, come on,
Right.
really?
That's what I said. The magic, right?
So
It's kinda
magic,
gone. It's like, what do I get? It's
and so you got to create the
expectations.
magic. So
Right.
my daughter, my youngest, is like, you guys are liars. You've lied to me all these years about Santa, and I'm like, listen, no, the magic of Santa is what is alive. That is the belief of Santa. This character that comes in your house and everything else is not really what we're trying to portray to you, because all kids, if you think about it, we're just lying to all of our children. Is that satisfaction for them or us? I don't know.
It's for some parents, it's used as a way to tame your child, right?
Well, yeah,
hey,
Santa's
if,
coming.
if you're not good, Santa's
That's
coming.
right.
Remember, he's watching.
Hey,
you.
listen,
It's
you guys need to calm down.
I don't know. Santa must have been blind when I was a kid, because no matter what, he kept bringing me toys.
No, now you're blind. Never mind what you were doing as a kid.
That's right. Cinemax.
Steve created speed records for, what does it say?
Opening presents.
Yeah, right.
It's true.
That's true.
And that was
But
last
you're
year.
not wrong.
And that was last year.
You're
but
not
yeah.
wrong with that one, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
The expectations and the, like I said, I mean, the magic. It's just, for me, I still enjoy it with the grandkids. It
Yeah.
makes it really great. I mean, I can't wait for that. But it was just like, now it's like an expectation. Well, what'd you get? Oh, it's like,
So when you build memories are those moments. Those are those moments
That you remember.
Yeah. Well, no. No, Chris Farley. No, those
we're
are
gonna take a pause while Drew jumps
Dude.
across the table like a
Fucking-
spider monkey.
I'll tell you what, Kent.
It's a white
Fucking-
face capuchin.
You just blew my mind with that.
Is that what you
Profound.
remember?
good job, genius.
That's right.
I want to say
I'm done for the day.
as you well, life is made of moments, right?
Absolutely.
So it's you have all these bad times, you have all these good times, and you're trying to record the good times as much as you get the bad times. And so Christmas or the holiday should be that, not as stressful, not as not listen. When I lost my brother,
Listen.
holidays aren't the same.
No, they aren't.
Well, no, it never
I
will be.
dread the holiday. I dread this time of
Right.
year,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But for my children, I try to overcome that.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, they say the holiday season is the loneliest time of the season for people, and that's
Because
which
those memories are what kick
because-
your ass as much as what gives you joy.
well, you could for instance remember all the great as a kid, and now it's not the same, and it's like it just doesn't have the same. So
Yeah.
you're going. It's one more year to remind you that something is not there that used to be there,
Correct.
right?
It's
And
a
obviously, as us as humans, it's trying to get past that, not making that the
focal point.
the focal point, right?
Yeah.
To make you recall something like that. Oh my God! Instead of going, shit, he's not here. Well, at least I had whatever 52 years with him, 52 Christmases,
correct.
right? And that's
You
and
try
that's
to
the hard
perception.
thing.
You try to create the perception
Right.
of what and listen, and it's not about me. It's about my kids,
Right.
and it'll be about their kids, or it's my nephews. And this is the holidays are about just getting together with who you can get together with. It's your family, your friends, and you spend those moments and those times trying to have fun, trying to create those memories. To me, that's what it's really about.
Mhm.
Well,
and
thanks, Don.
80-inch plasma.
Yeah, they. You know what? I'm a big boy. They can be mean as one. You know what? They're my friends.
Jesus.
So if they're not busting my balls,
That's right.
they're not my friends. So that's okay. Plus,
Trust me, we'll let him walk out of the room first too.
I'll make your coffee next week. Don't
That's
worry.
right.
I got you
Here's
guys
some fresh
covered.
coffee.
Yeah.
The whole thing about Chris, I hate Christmas, right? And people are like, "Oh, you're a Grinch." I'm like, no, I dig all the Christmas stuff. I hate how it turns people.
Yeah.
Right. All of a sudden, Steve feels the need to be nice to me. Right. And as humans, we've said this time and time again on this show for years and years and years, humans are horrible gift receivers. We
Mhm.
don't know.
We don't know how to
do
react to it.
right? All of a sudden I give, Steve this, hey man, I was thinking of you, Merry Christmas. And Steve's like, oh my God, I didn't get you anything. Didn't ask for anything. You didn't, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, here, dude, but it's only during Christmas that most people go, oh, hey man, if
that.
I'm thinking
You know
about
it.
Steve on April 17th, I should do the same
I was
shit.
going to say, you
Yeah,
give him a
right?
gift, he'll look
Yeah.
at you and be like, what is wrong with you? And that's, I think that's awesome, right?
Yeah.
It's time and place for everything. But,
Sure.
Christmas for me is just about gathering as a family, right? And making memories, right? For the future and enjoying yourself. And it's become all about, in my opinion, not the station, nobody else, it's become all about consumerism. Right. I mean, it's not a good Christmas unless you buy something for somebody.
Right.
Right. And that's
Well, it's
just
a catch-22
it's just a
because
wrong
you feel like
mentality.
you have to.
Right.
Yeah.
You feel like you
Right.
have to.
Well, yeah. So we go to my parents every year on Christmas Eve. Right. And we do this thing called White Elephant. It's the game.
Yeah.
Right. We play it. It's freaking hilarious.
That's pretty
right?
racist.
That's super
Yeah.
racist.
Oh, sorry.
To all elephants.
It's a non-colored elephant.
It's a Caucasian elephant.
Whatever. You guys are killing me.
It's identifying
It's an
as-
anime elephant.
It's identifying as a rabbit.
It's identifying as a rabbit.
The elephant is Caucasian, non-Hispanic.
Nothing
Not
like,
on his taxes.
Yeah. For years.
nothing like pissing off all the gray elephants.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah. But for years,
That
we
identifies
would
as a
buy for
rabbit.
each other. We'd buy for each other for years, right?
Yeah.
And which, whatever. I mean, it's just to have them something to do. And but I go there and we don't do it anymore. It was just for the kids, right? And it's more for the grandkids and just gathering with mom and dad. But you would almost feel bad, or I would almost feel bad not getting them something. So we would buy something stupid for them. And it's in a lot of ways, it's a waste of money. And that's
It
when
is.
we finally became to the point that it's, let's just do experiences, like with my nephews, they love racing. So we'll go to K1 or we'll go to like Black Hawk Farms.
Oh, that's cool.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's shit that you'll talk about forever. My dad and mom started giving all of us that experience. Correct me if I'm wrong, Dad, but 10 years ago, and we all go out. It's all the board. Well, my wife races. None of the other girls race, which is awesome.
That's
my wife's
awesome, man.
dude. My wife is.
That's
she's-
awesome.
She's a force to be reckoned with, man. But I not that I don't remember the presents. I do, but those things, the car,
Well, you know what?
going to even just going out sledding or whatever.
I'm glad you said something like that because we've been actually talking about getting a cabin, if it's in Colorado, even if it's in Wisconsin, as a Verbo, and getting a big enough one to where everybody could show up to stay as long as they want to help us decorate it and just build a Christmas. Right. So it's somewhere else. It's your house is now not destroyed. It's, you know what I mean? So everybody gets to come. If you can stay for X amount of time, great. If you want to stay all the way to New Year's with us, great. So we spend our New Year's out, do some snowmobiling, do some, have some fun, make those memories,
Yeah.
and
Up
those
to the
experiences.
UP, they got enough snow already for snowmobile.
Yeah, they finally got some.
Yeah.
So
Not here.
that's what we're talking about, because the older gen for me wants to keep it the same, and then it gets, families change, they get older, so it's like, what do we do to change that with it? Well, this was the idea. I got a couple that are like, yeah, dude, we're so doing that, and then I got a couple of the older ones that are like, no, this is the way it's gonna be. I'm like, well, you got how much
Never got it that way.
right.
Yeah, but I mean, it's for me, it's just memories of being with them.
That's right.
Doing whatever. The toy, how many toys you give the kids,
And the
they play with
reflection.
it.
So we've been building a video of every holiday.
Oh, really?
So yeah, and then I usually run around, film it, parts of it, and then I'm building this timeline.
That's
and
awesome.
then every holiday we start rewatching them together on
That's
the
cool.
holiday. So it's one of those things where you just keeps that alive. That's that new magic spirit
Right.
for people our age, right?
Well, and it's the memories and the tradition. Like for years and years and years, my grandma, my dad's mom, used to make Christmas ornaments.
Yeah.
Give them to us, and they were
Mhm.
beautiful.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, I'm not much of a Christmas tree guy anymore. I mean, now with the grandkids, we'll put them up, but for years, I
always looked forward back in the 70s because my mom's mom, Nani,
Nani.
we'd
That's
always
right.
get
That's
we'd
Italian right there.
yeah, we would always be there on Christmas Eve, and you'd get a new pair of pajamas. So
we still do
look
that.
forward to the new pair of pajamas.
yeah,
awesome.
we
Yeah.
still do that every year.
And
And
then-
new pair of pajamas.
And then their house was always so dry. There was like the static.
Oh, you
that
get
could make the
electrocuted at
lightning
everything.
and- yeah.
well, here's the
So-
thing. So for all you guys, this is a question for everybody: real tree, fake tree. If you put one
Real
out.
to real comes to digital. Yep,
Yeah.
Fake.
I can actually. We
Yeah.
at 216 Creator Studios, we can do just about anything.
Just about it.
You prefer fake?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What about you? Tree, fake or real?
Fake. And I love a real tree. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
The amount of work that has to go into it, and the amount of time that I have to do it, let alone the fact of the mess that it leaves.
Holy shit.
Well,
And
the
if you
how
got-
many,
if you
how
got
many things
heads-
are living in that
Well,
fucking thing?
well, the
I-
fact- the fact that they grow it all year long and cut it down so you can have it for 2 weeks. So for me,
Right.
I love a real tree because I love the smell,
Yeah.
obviously with the brittleness and stuff like that. But here, buy yourself a real tree with the ball, put it in your house,
and then
and then in the
plant it.
spring you plant it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Nice. I think
That's
I-
just,
Do
you
a
know, if you
little
get the
Charlie
rear-
Brown style
But that-
outside.
that's
Get
just
the
a lot.
look.
That's just a lot of waste to me, right?
No, it is.
yeah.
I
My
mean, I
grandma
get
would
it. So
do
we had
that.
a lot of great experiences. Thank you again, Mom and Dad. Go out and cut them at the Christmas tree farm. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Hey,
Free
don't cut your hand
murderers.
off, but don't cut your hand
Yeah.
off.
Free
Feathers-
murder.
feathers
My-
like picking needles out of the
Yeah. So
Totally
my
true.
dad would go get one for my grandma's house every year, fresh one, and every year it would be all sticky everywhere.
Oh, yeah, all the
Got-
sap and
got the
shit.
sap and the needles,
The
and
dog
then like they
drinking the
always
water.
had pets.
That's the
So
good
then like
memories.
then the needles are in the like the paw
paws,
pads and, like of every pet. Like we're pulling out the little pine
Yeah.
needles. It's a horrible
It's a
mess.
disaster.
Or if
No,
you
it
got a
is.
cat climbing up the tree,
Yeah.
knock
Oh,
it
yeah.
all apart.
Well, see, our cats always my mom and I stopped hanging ornaments on like the bottom
Bottom
two rows
foot,
of
yeah.
branches because the cats would just be sitting. They would just destroy anything that you hung too low.
Best
So
cat toy in
our
the world.
tree, our tree ended up looking just like halfway finished, like it was just wearing a hat because like halfway up to the top,
Wearing
it
a
was
hat.
brilliantly lit up with all these ornaments, and on the bottom part of it, it was just completely bare branches, so the cats didn't try to mess with it.
Oh man.
Yeah. No, I have a real tree. I take it right out of the box. It's real. It's not fake.
Well, it's not
It's
imaginary.
pre-lit. It's nice.
That is nice.
I'm allergic to pine. Right.
Are you really?
Yeah. So like
How the hell
pine,
do you go to man cave?
pine tree.
Listen, if you have a bird and a pine tree,
Or a squirrel?
that's his kryptonite.
Yeah. No,
Birds and pine trees.
That's it. That would show me where there was a pine tree where we were at. I mean, up north there is.
Up at,
but-
yeah, up,
Yeah.
up
but I'm never
It's
on
not like
that
he's
side.
humping the tree.
Right. I'm
Well,
never on
he
that
might be
side.
at night. We
I
just
was
don't
gonna say,
know.
how do you
We
know?
just don't know.
Are you that close to him?
So no live trees.
Thought I was.
No fresh
he
cut
had to find
trees.
out he was
Fresh
allergic
cuts.
somehow.
I mean, in that respect, I
right
love,
here.
I love those pre-lits for that reason.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not a waste, you know.
His doctor. It looks like you're having an allergic reaction as well as some real bad bark chafing. I don't understand what's
Right.
happening here.
There's a pill for that.
Yeah, he sat on the pine playing basketball. I don't remember those days to figure that out, but yeah.
I love the idea that Scott had with, you get a tree that you can actually plant when you're done. Because here's a cool idea in your neighborhood. If you're decent with all your neighbors, you put your Christmas tree outside, and then everybody gets to come hang an ornament, or everybody in the neighborhood can come and make it a community tree, and you do your own lighting. Throw a bonfire out there, some hot chocolate. Kids get to come.
That's a neat idea.
What a great idea.
Neat
Yeah,
idea.
yeah,
Decorate your own tree, like maybe at
Outside.
the entrance to your neighborhood if you've got. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
That's
I
pretty
would put it right in my yard.
I've
And then
I've got a
afterwards,
huge-
you
I've got a
plant
huge
it.
one right in front.
Yeah.
And then there's the planting of the tree come spring. It's the
Yeah.
celebration of spring, and everybody
Yeah.
gets to go.
Well, it's a good thing because right now all this, any leftover trees at the stores, they're basically give them away.
Yeah,
And he's planted. I just always got like an arborvitae technique, not a real Christmas tree.
Gotta-
you know.
I got it back in my yard. If I keep working my cards right, that's
Yeah.
my new fence.
There you go.
Right along the
Those
back.
are
Yeah.
great. That's the best fence ever.
That's
So,
it.
love it.
I don't know why it's got to be a pine tree. I mean, why not an oak tree? Why not
Yeah,
an
right.
oak?
Right.
Crab
yeah.
apple
Why don't we
tree.
why don't we
Decided that.
decorate a palm tree?
Right,
Can we,
right.
can we find out? Can we Google box that? Why pine
I'm
tree?
sure
Why does that
somebody can,
signify?
yeah.
Given
Probably-
our Lord,
probably-
Savior,
Well,
presence,
probably because it's the fullest tree to actually decorate that goes from top to bottom.
and it stays green all year long.
Yeah,
It's forever green.
you know,
Forever.
if you try to wrap
Especially if you got that
a
special one
crab
from the
apple
store.
tree, have you ever tried to wrap a crab apple tree with ornaments? I mean,
Yeah.
it's not
All
really
the
working
balls
out
be-
for
all the
But
balls
why-
be falling off.
right.
But why not?
Yeah.
Why has it got to be a pine tree?
Yeah, I mean, you go out to California or Florida, and just like we do here, they wrap lights around the palm trees. I mean,
Yeah, for outside, but it's not really like hanging the ornament. It doesn't look like a Christmas tree.
no, well, it's never going to look like. a
Or is the
Christmas tree.
question, why is that the Christmas tree?
Right.
Right. Yeah.
I
Why
got
is it?
you.
Why-
I'm
why did
sorry.
they- Why did they?
I'm a little
change that?
slow this morning. I got a squirrel on my mind.
A little slow.
I don't think he's in here.
No.
No,
Did
he
you-
came
did
in
you-
and no, he was quiet.
Did you see the
Yeah,
cage
up
the
there.
cage?
Yeah.
You
It-
ripped out all the screws, that little squirrel.
They're no dummies, dude. It took me 4 months to get them out of the attic in my house.
I was gonna see if you got anything in your truck to wrap around that thing out there so you can get in.
I don't have my truck.
Maybe we just throw some. We could just throw some duct tape on there.
Well, no, you guys go out.
He's just chewing it off
No,
anyway.
just go buy another vent from the thing and screw it to it. It's
Yeah.
got the plastic cage, so it
Yeah.
can't get in. So just liquid nail it, never. But
Yeah.
yeah.
There we go.
wanna make a memory with
same
you guys
types
this
of
year.
pine trees like the
do
Scotch
it.
pine can retain their needles and color for 4 to 6 weeks after being harvested.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Hey, thank you, Don.
Yeah, thank you. That was a
you, Don.
useless piece of information. I really appreciate it. We love you, Dad.
Right in the wire. We get
That's
there.
right.
How the
Watch your mouth. That's Don you're talking about.
There you go.
hey, sorry, Don. You know what you're talking
Hey.
about? Hey. So, you know what for me would be weird is Christmas without, and then, obviously we've had Christmas without snow, but like Christmas without snow, like the
that's
season, right? Having snow, like living in California or something, be like kind of
I did that in Arizona for 6 years.
90
man.
degrees out and it's Christmas.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
just-
It's
yeah,
for
right,
us,
just
it's
not what we're
weird.
used to.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
tradition,
so
the tradition in your head's like,
here's-
what?
Here's what I love. Don says, in some Abrahamic religions, the evergreen nature of pine trees represents the triumph of life over darkness. So that's why we kill a tree.
I was going to say, so we go out and cut it down.
Holy copy and paste. Amen, brother.
That's right.
Yeah,
It says the tradition of using evergreens for winter festivals goes back thousands of years and can be traced back to the ancient Egyptians, Chinese, and Hebrews. And because there's a lot of evergreens in the desert for those Egyptians.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's a lot out there in this. They grow really well in the
Right.
sand.
Yeah, thank you, Google. Drew, could you please take care of my light work?
I got you,
Well,
Don.
here's another question then. If we're going to go with that one, who came up with this idea of a white bearded fat dude that's going to come down your chimney and give you gifts because you're just good kids? He's going to spend all his money on you. Like, where'd that concept come for? Was that like,
Well, originally,
I don't know.
sitting
if
around
that
doing some
resembled that
mushrooms?
remark.
Well,
originally it wasn't. Originally, he didn't reward you; he punished you.
Yeah, it was cold.
right,
It was cold.
right. And because they changed it out, Krampus started happening.
Mm-hmm.
what's
You know,
that?
so it can replace that Krampus, which is the Dark Santa. He looks like the devil, but wait, where's the Santa suit? Am I right about that, Steve?
In the movie. Krampus,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, think about
That's
it.
actually
Change the letters a little bit in Santa, and what's
Right.
the spell? Satan.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
That's
Well,
Look at
Satan-
Ken.
so-
Ken just about fell off his chair.
fucking
So Kent,
Way to bring in that
we just
Christmas
got
spirit.
canceled.
If you change the letters in Santa, it spells jumbo. I mean,
no, did you
It could if you
Have you
depending
guys
on
watched-
language.
have you guys watched the new Jack Black movie with your families yet? Anybody who's
No, I
got
don't even
families,
know you had one out.
watch Dear Santa. That's literally the premise of the movie. Kids, got,
I saw a trailer. For
kids
that.
got dyslexia, and Jack Black.
That's why I
he
said it.
plays-
'Cause
he plays
I
Satan.
saw that.
Yeah,
he
the
throws a
letter,
wish
Satan.
and then he comes out to right.
Yep.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
that was-
I
yeah.
saw
No,
it.
I
Dear
watched
Dear
it the other day.
Satan.
Adorable movie.
Is it?
Adorable movie.
I love Jack
Yeah.
Black.
Wait,
So-
it's an adorable movie.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
Not a word I would think coming out of your
Yeah, no,
mouth.
I mean it looks good.
It's adorable. I really
Yeah,
do. It
well,
just
no,
kept me so involved.
I love when Satan
I'm
comes
saying
down.
It's adorable because I'm
Satan's
not
adorable.
telling you guys to go out and watch it by yourselves.
He's got
I mean,
a pretty
that's-
red outfit.
Right.
The really
Right.
sexy looking dude.
Listen, it's at the back of the hour. We
Oh.
got to get going. It's Friday.
yeah.
We appreciate you jumping in. We'll be back next Friday. But later today, in the Know with Steph and Joe at 3, talking about leveraging relationships.
Oh.
How about that?
Miss-
Hey, for all of us here, 216.
Real quick, stay tuned. We have on the 19th a holiday mashup happening locally here that'll be aired on the 21st. So if you want to sit around the TV, old
Yep.
school style, and watch a little holiday fun,
Yeah.
that'll be on the 21st. And you know, 19th, if you want to come by again, you're more than welcome.
Absolutely.
All right, cool.
Absolutely. Well, hey, it was a good show. You know, just something simple
fun.
about life, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
fun.
just a couple guys talking shit. We appreciate you guys tuning in, stopping in every Friday. Well, every day that you stop in and listen to all the great shows that 216 Creator Studios has to offer. We appreciate you guys. Go out there, be the change you want to see in this world, and enjoy your holiday season. However,
Hey, listen,
you
and
choose.
do me a favor. It's cold out there. Check on your neighbors. Check on elder
Yeah.
people. And if you're sitting warm in your car and somebody's out there with a sign asking for help, maybe go buy them something, a nice warm cup of coffee or hot chocolate, something of that nature. Because not everybody's got it as good as you, but
That's right.
look to take care of people here in the next couple of weeks is what I'm asking.
Well, and the thing is, treat people the way you want to be treated. If God forbid that was you sitting there, that little gesture and the small amount that it may help
Makes a
is
huge difference.
That's it.
God bless everybody.
Yep.
Take care.
God bless you.